Hello guys, welcome to spring. The animals are outside enjoying themselves. I'm outside enjoying the scenery. So today, to celebrate spring, I will give advice and tips on the move called the clip shift. Stay tuned and we're gonna have a lot of fun with this. Thank you. We're trying to beat up deck of cards. It's not pretty beat up. So I'm gonna do it a few times, see if we can do it. Pretty sure that was one. That's two. Three. We'll keep doing this. 4. 5. We'll do it a couple more. 6. One more time. If I mess up, I mess up. There, messed up a little. Okay guys, this is gonna be the clip shift tips and advice tutorial. I'm gonna try to make it more of a reference guide based on like what people didn't explain from what I saw online. So let's get into the tutorial on how I do the clip shift and how I learned it as well from the DVD. Have your fingers curved. Don't have them too straight like that. If they're too straight like that, it's gonna you can't do the move, or I don't think you can. The fingers need to be curved like this. You see there's a nice curve. Okay, now the deck is held like curved. Middle finger on the corner, thumb in the middle, but I put mine a little bit over the middle, so you can see it's a little slanted, and it's going to be on the side. That's with your middle finger, so it's going to be a little bit over the middle, but it's going to be more, as you can see, the side that's your middle finger is touching, like this. Okay, cool. So now we have the deck held, and now it's important that the deck is going to be slightly held as well. Now I'm going to hold it in the position, and you're going to see how I'm holding it. As you can see, my hands are slanted, and it's over a little bit over the line of your, it's a little bit over the line of your middle, under the line of your ring, and over the line of the pinky. Now, okay, cool. Now we have the exact, and you're going to play around with this a little bit too. Every hand is different, remember that. So it might not be that comfortable to you, but just play close to around what I was saying. Just play around with it and just keep practicing, and you're going to find like that sweet spot. Okay, now the move. The pinky is going to take the bottom card and push it to the left. But since you're a righty, it's going to push it to the right. Now the ring finger is going to take the card, just like that. It's going to take it. It's going to push it up. So you see it's going upwards, and it goes over the deck, and it's going to clip between the middle finger. And that's why it's called the clip shift, because the ring finger takes the card, pushes it up, and clips it. And you can see while it clips it, the card here gets kind of slanted. Clips it between the middle finger and ring. Now, when it gets clipped, the knuckle of your index, this finger, is going to push down on the deck. When it pushes down, now the card is over the deck. And now when the card gets over the deck, what's going to happen is this, okay? What's going to happen is this. The card is going to get really close, like this close around here, and you're going to play around with it over time as well. Like when you get really good at the move, even if it gets like this, you can still fix it. Anywho, when it gets like this, the knuckle of the index pushes down on the deck. And when it pushes down, what's going to happen is a turning move. The index finger is going to go up like this. At the same time, these fingers, the ring and the pinky, but mostly the ring, is going to turn it like it's going to do that. And it's going to align it. So you saw that? Watch. See? It's pushing inward. And it's pushing inward. And since I'm a lefty, it's right inward. If you're going to be a righty, it's going to be left inward. So for you, left inward. It's pushing inward to the left. At the same time, the knuckle is pushing up like that. And it's going to align the card with the deck. Now this is going to be really difficult to understand, because when I first did this move for a couple months, the card kept sliding the other cards over like that, and there's ways to get around it. Doing it with a softer take, like I'll show you a softer take, like doing more soft like that, is since I didn't push it as hard down, the friction, less friction, will make the cards less likely to be pushed to the side. I seen the Russian Genius, he bends the deck, so he's holding the cards really like bent like this, like beveled. So if you bevel, I guess since the cards are so beveled and pushed hard, it's going to be really hard to move these cards. But personally, I rather try to go with the softer take. No, Russian Genius is amazing as well. You know, everyone knows that, and he's better than me, so I'm not going against him. But I just feel like a softer take is always just the best way to use less of your muscle and pressure, right? Just to do a nice whoosh, slide. Now, let's try it again. This is kind of like my take on it a little bit. The pinky pushes it to the side. Now the pinky, once it pushes it to the side, instead of being on top of the card, it's going to be on the side. It's going to be on the edge, on the side. So as you can see, it's like that. So when it goes up and then the index pushes down, what happens is the pinky sits on the side. It's able to actually also go inward. It's going to my right inward, so if you're a righty, it's going to go to your left inward. And it's helping your ring finger. As you can see, it's going like that. You saw that? Like that. Like that. And your middle finger acts as an axle. So it's going like this. If you kind of get what I mean, like let's say it's a deck and it's the middle, so it's going like that. You know? Let's try it again. It's going like this, like that. And there we go. So that is the move. He goes like this, pushes down, and now pinky and index go to my right inward, so to your left inward. It's going to go to your left inward, as while the knuckle is pushing up and it's aligning it with the deck, and your middle finger just acts as like an axle point. So the card is getting twisted along the middle finger. And that's how I do the move. And it is hard to explain, and you're going to get there though. It's going to just take a lot of practice. And also this move is pretty angle sensitive. If people are facing you this way, I recommend doing it really fast like that. I just did the move. Let's try it again. You do it really fast like that, you know, like really fast. I kind of messed up there, but there. Kind of really fast, like you do it really fast like that. And hopefully they won't see it on the side under the card because the card is getting pushed and moved. On this side though, it's more tricky. It's either you're extremely talented, you go like so fast no one sees it, or I would just avoid doing it to people on that side. And it's really best to do it people in front of you. Now I'm going to show you clips online that I'm going to show you clips that we did on street performances, and hopefully you can see the angles of the move, the good ones, the bad ones, and you can study it. So when you're doing it on a street performance or to someone, don't do it in that spot unless you either shake the deck really good like that, or you're able to, yeah, thanks, check it out. Here, get to the card to hey. Your card going in. You know what's like crazy about like cards? They're kind of like guys, right? They get kind of excited when someone like, you know, when they're talking to a girl. But the cards. You're trying to distract us. No, for real. Like for real, the cards are like the same things. If you just leave them. She called me because I did the get ready clip shift. So the card is left hanging, so anyone from the left or the right side will see it. So just be careful of angles, really. It's an angle sensitive move. Little dance, if you give it that dance, and then the shake. Good,